My name's John. I'm studying for a degree in media production, and I was one of thousands of students who pursued creative-based subjects during my GCSEs and A-levels. Although my school was very supportive of the creative arts, I always felt like I was going against the flow of the system. I was often told that taking more academic subjects instead would open more doors for me in the future. This always left me feeling like the creative subjects I studied were just extras and wouldn't serve me in the future, even when I had already decided to pursue a career in a creative subject.
Every education system on Earth has the same hierarchy of subjects. At the top are mathematics and languages, then the humanities, and at the bottom are the arts, everywhere on Earth. The most useful subjects for work are at the top. So you were probably steered benignly away from things at school when you were a kid, things you liked, on the grounds you would never get a job doing that. Is that right? Don't do music, you're not going to be a musician. Don't do art, you won't be an artist. Our education system has mined our minds in the way that we strip mined the earth for a particular commodity. And for the future, it won't serve us.
In 2010, the British government introduced the English Baccalaureate, or EBAC. It's made up of 5 core high-value academic subjects. The lack of any arts subject in the list sparked off debate about why the arts are excluded.
If you look at the information from the Russell Group universities, so a collection of the most respected universities in the country, they release every year their list of what subjects they recommend students take to get into their universities on specific courses, and they have a list of what they call facilitating subjects, so the subjects that broaden your chances of getting onto any course. And you have your maths, your Englishes, your core sciences and your Englishes, and they're the ones, history and geography as well, that are promoted as the most academic subjects. So whilst the creative subjects, not necessarily, they're seen as almost like a second tier subject compared to the rest of the academic ones.
Do we have a swathe of high class geographers maybe operating in the world that are generating lots of benefit for the economy? Don't know. Are there a glut of world class historians that are pushing the economy forward? Not entirely sure.
As you can see, the government still classes arts subjects as other in their hierarchy of subjects. I asked whether this affected opportunities for students.
We do sort of try and push them to do the creative subjects if we think they've got a flair for it, but it is difficult. So I've got a student at the moment who sort of coming up with their options for moving to the future. If they're not sure what to do and they're picking between art and biology, I would unfortunately always say to them biology is going to open up more doors for them if they're picking their A-level subjects.
Teachers, parents and campaign groups such as the Back for the Future group have expressed their concern at the decline in the number of students taking creative subjects at GCSE and A-level. So why are creative subjects undervalued?
There are prejudices against it, saying that it's not academic enough, that it won't result in a fantastic career later on in life, and what's the point if it's not going to help them later on in life. But actually the opposite side is true, that it enriches absolutely everything: heart, mind, soul, intelligence, creativity.
I mean, listening to certain school ministers and their philosophy or their ideas, I think it's very archaic and very sort of narrow-minded. It's almost like they don't understand how students and children actually think and behave.
I think I've been sort of pulled in all sorts of directions, and sometimes that can make it very difficult to figure out where I want to go. For me personally, if you're particularly interested in an art subject, then that is the sort of road you should go down, and people shouldn't try and push you into going down the sort of STEM subjects route.
And every student is different, and they should be treated differently, and they should be given the opportunity to explore their own interests and develop their own skills. Ultimately, that will help the British economy and hopefully develop ideas that are original, and one can make money out of it as well at the end of the day.
I asked whether creative subjects are underfunded.
The teaching profession is a strange one, where I think it's one of the only professions where it's sort of a given, an expectation that we will bring our own stuff in. And the point of fact, since I've come here, there's still an awful lot of my photography equipment, which is being used by students, which is fine because I know they've got the equipment they need to produce the outturns that we need to produce the grades that these kids deserve to get. If you've got a talent, if you've got an ability, if you are hindered by equipment, that's not your fault.
Within photography, there was a lack of funding because at school we didn't have enough cameras, so everyone in the class was told to buy their own camera. So, and obviously, due to the quality of camera needed for the photography lessons, we had to spend like £300–400 each on a camera.
If you think of it, the whole system of public education around the world is a protracted process of university entrance. And the consequence is that many highly talented, brilliant, creative people think they're not, because the thing they were good at school wasn't valued or was actually stigmatized.
All of the people I spoke to described creativity with a passion and voiced their concerns of an education system where art subjects are seen as hobbies. Our world is filled with digital media, arts and problem solving. To relegate subjects that try to encourage students who have a passion seems detrimental to the economy.